Okay, we do have a couple things to look at. We'll say the video for number one, that went well. For number three, for the most part, it was good, but attention to detail, I feel, is very important because when you have that attention to detail, I feel it's going to ensure you're able to play the things you want to play that much better. So what I observed in this one here, so we got less than 3 up right now. Hopefully this is loud enough. So that was a bit of a bum note there, but the very last note, I think it's much more clear on this next take. So you clearly hit an open E string there. However, what was written for you, 12th fret, not open. So attention to detail. Just let's make sure that doesn't happen again. We got a 12 at the end. Let's make sure we hit the 12. Even if it might be an octave of the resolve note, let's make sure we hit that, okay? So we will do a different palm mute thing this week. Just be careful with the ending of stuff. Because again, that attention to detail. And speaking of attention to detail, that's going to tie into this guy. So when I'm watching you play number 2, there's a lot of inconsistency with how your strumming hand is moving. When you do this correctly, the strumming hand should just be going the same pace no matter what. It's just sometimes you hit the strings and sometimes you don't. So, what I want you to try and observe here is when you change your picking hand speed. Sometimes I think you may have actually added some strums, like ghost strum stuff. So let's get to watching here. See, right away you go from moving to pausing, moving to pausing. So you paused, big pause there, big pause. Right near the end there was a lot of extra movement going on there. Instead of it just being 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Let's watch that at half speed. So perhaps you didn't add extra motions. I think you just moved quicker than normal at one point. So as you can see, hopefully, the strumming consistency is just not there. And that leads to rhythmic inconsistency. went to mute the mic to blow my nose and forgot that the microphone is what's picking up the video. So, whoops. Sorry about that. Alright. This is the second speed you did. So some of that was fairly consistent. I'm going to jump ahead here. That was actually really good. So something about that slower speed is just not there. Like there, like you see that like quick flutter you did? So I want to get this polished up. I want to get this improved. So I thought about something you could do in addition to just redoing this guy. And that's utilize string rakes. So what do I mean? So the idea of keeping that smooth the whole time, we want to make sure that stays there regardless of the speed. Put on a metronome here. You can also just stick with the first chord of each bar to get used to the pattern. Let's try that. Let's simplify that way for right now. So you can do that to get started or to simplify things. So here's the whole string rake idea. So to ensure that you are still hitting the missed up and down, we're actually not going to miss. So we're going to, and hopefully this will make things trickier. It might, because we never worked on this. But the idea is you're going to hit your chord, then you're going to release some pressure and do a string rake, and hit the chord. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You might want to palm mute the string rake too. I'm having a hard time making it sound really nice there. Or even just picking a chord just to get used to the idea. Like maybe do a bit easier to get good rakes down there versus up here. You could simplify doing it up there more by instead of going to the two diads like that, just do power chords. Because the main thing right now is getting you more used to what the strumming hand's doing. So it does feel a bit easier to get some decent string rakes if you also palm mute while you're up here. So let's have you work on that. Probably should have wrote that down. I should have wrote that down. Why didn't I do that? I guess it's because I'm fleshing out this idea while I'm on video. That's why. Alright, so here, let's do this real quick. Let's call this... I don't even have this with the correct date on there. Alright, hang on. Save as... Let's say this is 2.2 from last week. And hold on. I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. Alright. Actually, we're going to do this and then go boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so then we're just going to do boom, boom, and lower that 2 frets. There. And there. Okay. So if you palm mute while you do the string rakes, that could very much make this easier to do. So let's have you work on this guy as well. So let's demonstrate that now. Alright, so here we go, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to start slower, that's fine. Start as slow as you need to. Let's try 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say it actually makes it harder to play. But hopefully it really drives the point home of what that right hand's supposed to be doing. Let's see, I'll try it without the palm mutes on this speed. 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it just makes it more confusing to listen to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh God, that's a pain in the ass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh goodness. So I think one thing you could do is like do the string rake version and then don't do any string rakes, but still move your hand. So yeah, let's try that. So I'm gonna go back to 60. So with the string rake and then without it. 1, 2, 3, 4. do another at 100. So same idea. Play with the string rakes and then without. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you this, those, man, as you may have just realized or witnessed, I don't know how to talk sometimes, I swear. That was a pain in the butt doing the string rakes. Absolutely was much more difficult, but I really do think it can help solidify this idea. And go nice and slow with it. Go nice and slow. Start less than 60 if you need to. Go down to 50. 45, 40 if you need to. Maybe like start at 50 and just go up in twos. Go up in twos for a bit until it just becomes like too much to try and stick with. So for this little supplemental idea here, plan on not going very fast at all. Just really focus on getting that control of going between the string rake and the non-string rake. Really watch that picking hand. Keep it consistent, especially when you go from the when you go away from the string rakes. So practice it like that. Do it where you play through with the string rake and then without. So remove the string rake on the repeat. And let me make a note of that right now. So work this up with the repeat. Remove the string rakes the second time through. Okay. Got that there. Alright, let's go to the next palm mute thing. Very similar to the single note. Pedaling off the open E. Got some slides with the chords this time. Here we go. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I admit I'm still getting used to muting things well on this 7-string neck. I'm noticing like the amount of index finger you gotta use. It feels, man, it's extra important on this thing, especially for like palm muty stuff. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really gotta be barring, like not pressing down, but really laying that finger flat across everything. It feels extra important on this much larger neck. Alright, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Too high of a slide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try with my thumb over the top. 1. That's even the thumb muting seems, man, it's a lot harder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a bit easier just to mute with the index finger this time. Alright, 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 200, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. guitars, you really got to be careful with the muting. Much more than the 6th string. Okay, so the next scale thing, as you may have guessed already, 1 string at a time. So here we go. High E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. B string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And G string. 1, 2, 3, 4. D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Low E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the low B. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right. So, a little bit of experimenting with the lesson idea during this. Hopefully, that wasn't too distracting, and it made sense. I think we had a good idea happen due to that. So, to recap all that stuff, obviously work on memorizing what was just played, and then just get that up like normal. Supplemental thing here, I did add this up at the top, so work this up with the repeat and remove the string breaks the second time through. Again, like instead of starting at 60, you may want to start at 50, go up in 2s, and just plan on not going very fast with this one. As far as going back to number 2 from last time, let's wait on that one until you get, feeling comfortable, as comfortable as you can with this supplemental idea. And then the last thing, just for future reference, just remember attention to detail. If it ends with a 12, play a 12, not a 0. And I think that covers it. All right, any questions, let me know. I will see you again on Sunday.